especially right here in the first half. Here they throw a touchdown pass, and we were in a cover 2 setup. And they score right there right before halftime. They go in 14-14, and it gives them a lot of life. You know, and our guys go in at halftime, kind of got their heads down, and we go in at halftime and tell them, hey, no problem. You know, second half, you know, just hang in there, and we'll win the ball game.
Well, you must have done a good job at halftime because they came out and played some pretty good ball again, but we'll look at the second half in just a second.
Cherry Coke now has more cherry taste than ever before. Try the cherriest cherry Coke ever.
Cherry, cherry, cherry Coca-Cola.
Try Cherry Coke and Diet Cherry Coke. You can't beat the feeling.
Get ready to fall in love. Murdoch's Nissan Superstore has over 300 new Nissans, and one of them is exactly the car, truck, or van you're gonna love. These 87s, Pulsars, Pathfinders, Maximas, and more must be sold this month. You will get the best Nissan deal in Memphis, and that's a promise from Mr. Murdoch. Don't miss a super clearance at Murdoch's Nissan Superstore, where Murdoch means more of what you buy a Nissan for at the lowest price in Memphis. Winchester at Kirby, east of Hickory Ridge Mall.
I like the way you do your hair. I like your grown-up attitude. Girl, you know just what to wear. I like the spike in you.
I like the way you walk your walk. I like the way you do your do. Ooh, when you talk that talk, I like the spike in you.
Sprite, the only one with Lyman, that unexpected twist that makes us special.
I like the spike in you.
Part of taking care of kids is teaching them how to take care of themselves. It's one of the best investments you can make in their future. Help build self-confidence in an up-and-coming adult. Share a little know-how today, for kids' sake.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Johnny Dark, along with Coach Charlie Bailey. Coach, Arkansas State, they tie us up with 23 seconds to go in the first quarter, or first half, rather. And even at that, though, the Tigers have been moving the ball very well, and Timmy has been directing the offense up and down the field, just like a quarterback's supposed to do. So even though the guys were down, I'm sure they must have thought they still had a chance to pull this game out.
Well, they really did, and we were playing pretty good defense at times also out there. You know, they had the first drive, and then other than that, the only thing that they did was the small drive that they had right before halftime for the score. Other than that, our defense had played well, and, you know, that's the thing that you know, it's kind of that concerns you quite a bit. We played so good and still scores tied 14-14.
Well, if I were you, I would probably have an ulcer right now and be taking some kind of antacid pills or something, especially after being so close to that touchdown. And like we said a minute ago, 21-7. It really made the ball game a lot different than it was. But as the second half begins, we're tied 14-14.
We really are, and you know, this football team's been through a lot. You know, every game we've played this year is going right down to the wire, except for the, you know, for the Florida State game. And
never seen anything like it.
Oh, it takes a lot out of a coach too.
I'll bet that does. I'll bet.
There they run a little counter play. They open up the second half to move the ball down the field here against us, and a little counter play, and our corner gets caught inside, and they break outside on the play. That's Brown there running the option, and we stop them here, and they attempt a field goal, and the thing hit the crossbars and falls down, no good. That was a big break for us right there.
That's what's known as dodging a bullet, isn't it?
It sure was. And we opened up the second half running the same type of offense, except we've got 3 backs in the backfield running the same thing, the trap, as you see right here. He breaks it, and then you know, the trap option, and move the ball pretty good in the 3-back setup that we have. There's a little counter lead off of the 3-back set, and it's John Norman once again.
A big hole there, too.
Yes, breaking out in the secondary, and We ran the ball pretty well all night long. Here's Wayne getting a handoff, breaking outside. He had another good night last night. Wayne Pryor's a good football player. He's a good back, good hard-nosed runner, and blocks well, and he does everything well.
He's a workhorse.
He sure is. Well, he gets hit here on a short yardage situation. Now, this is a big play right here. I go for it on 4th down, 4th and about 1, and we don't make it. And, you know, once again, we should have come out there with something. Came out there with nothing. And but the defense plays good football right here. We keep them backed up. Look at us. We're swarming there. I believe it was Nico Perkins making the play. And we stop and they punt, and we get good field position. And we start moving the football again. Here's a little play-action pass out to Chris Martin. He catches it. Chris almost broke that, and I thought he was going to break it there for a while. Here we go on a short yardage situation, running a sneak play. It's him running the sneak, and we get the 1st down. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, score still 14-14. We've got good field position now going into 2nd half. We're running a little counter bootleg here. We're calling a naked bootleg. And
that's been a big play for us this year.
Yeah, sure has. And that time they covered the receivers, so Cam ran the football and got some positive yardage out of it.
Well, they got over the doldrums here, and they're moving the ball real well.
Yeah, we sure are. And then here's our 30 series again, what we call our Reed series. And the defensive tackle works out. Tim gives the fullback the football and goes in for a score. Big run there by Wayne Pryor.
Good 2nd and 3rd effort on his part.
Yeah, it sure was. And here's good kickoff coverage. The kick wasn't so long, but we really have good coverage there.
That had to make you feel good, the way it's been going lately.
Sure was. You know, because our coverage hadn't been very good. Defense really plays good football right here. You know, we've scored. Once again, they're inspired, playing good football. They're trying a little play-action pass. Ended up short.
I still felt real confident here, Coach. I really did.
Yeah, well, here we get a sack. 3rd and long. Look at it. Marlon Brown, big player. Who else had in there? But Tony Manning, big play by Tony. But you know what? This is the bad thing about it is that we came back and on offense, and we ended up not getting anything at all in that situation. I mean, no 1st downs. We get the ball on 2 different occasions, and we don't get a 1st down. And so we don't use up any clock at all. And really, that enabled them to really win the ball game here on this last drive, moving the ball down the field and to score against.
Well, that gave them some momentum, too, stopping us like that, I'm sure.
Yeah, if we'd just gotten 1 or maybe 2 1st downs, we'd have been in great shape. Here they're trying to reverse, and we play it quite well. That Randall Cooper there finally making a play, comes up and makes the play. Here they run the fullback again. We stop him. All right, here they run a little counter play, and like I say, defense is playing good football at this point right here.
They really are, and Arkansas State is not a little bitty team.
No, and right here they did a couple things right here in this drive that hurt us, which they hadn't been running. They kind of lined up in what we call the shoot set, and they blocked our defensive end with one of those wing backs, and the quarterback came on outside. This was a big play here, mine. We should have had an interception. He threw that up for grabs.
3 men around him, too.
Oh, and that was a big 3rd down play, too.
Yeah.
3rd and 5. We should have gotten the 1st down. That, you know, now they get some momentum, and they're going down. Here's a little counter play. Breaks it outside. And this is, I think, yeah, this is the run right here. They read it. We were in our nose was shaded, and he didn't get over to make the play. And surprised me. I thought maybe Larry might go for the win there in that situation, but I guess he was satisfied for the tie. We put Andy in the ball game and trying to run our 2-minute offense. And here in this situation, we didn't get the 1st down. Ended up there with like 3rd and about 1. And we run a trap play, and we lose a yard, and then we put Tim back in, sprinting out. The run-pass option, and their linebacker just makes a great play. And at that point, I felt, you know, that we were probably going to lose the football game. I really did, but I went for the win there. You know, it's 4th and about 3, and if we punt, I mean, that's just saying, okay, you know, it's going to be a tie game. Right. So we went for the win, but our defense holds on right here, and and luckily they didn't get a first down. We forced them to a long field goal, and it comes up short. And, you know, that's the football game. We try two long passes here, and this is what we call a Geronimo pass. We put everybody outside, and everybody runs down the field and trying to maybe get a tip ball, but we didn't get it. It came up short. 21-21. That's a tie. What is it they say about ties? It's like kissing your
your sister. I believe Bear Bryant made that. It doesn't make you sleep too well, whatever it is.
Right,
but
right.
I think the defense kind of made the kicker rush a little bit on that field goal. He looked like he got in a little quick there, but when you got guys coming at you like this, you're going to kick a little bit fast. We're going to come back just a second, Coach, and take a look at the band.
So hip. He's new. He's an innovator of the round ball pass. Deep dribble, dabble. Prince of the course. Whoa. So cool. So much like New Coke. And myself. Revolutionizing common thoughts of common people on what the game is all about. He's great. He's coming. Fight. Go. No, fight. I could have blocked that shot.
Sure, Mac.
The beat, the sound, making make-believe rhythm, chilling out with friends, dreaming once again. Someday this won't be pretend. This is your day to share your dreams, and Coca-Cola's there with you. It's so real, somehow you feel your dream is coming true. When Coca-Cola is a part of your life, you can't beat the feeling.
You sure this is the right street?
I saw the sign, but I can't see any numbers.
It's bad enough when people can't find your house when you're having a party.
It's supposed to be a party. Look for a lot of cars.
But what if there's a child at your house who's suddenly stopped breathing?
Come on, we're wasting time.
Okay, hit the siren.
House numbers that can be seen clearly from the street can save a lot of time. Make sure your house is easy to find, just in case your family ever needs help in a hurry.
Over here!
A special message for kids' sake.
For the Channel 3 Knowledge Bowl, Fred Tillman, President, McDonald's of Memphis.
At McDonald's, we're very proud of the thousands of Mid-South young people who work for us. We're proud of their creativity, their abilities, and their energy. They are a part of our success. We're also proud to be a scholarship sponsor of the Knowledge Bowl. It's another opportunity for us at McDonald's to salute our Mid-South youth.
McDonald's, a proud sponsor of the Channel 3 Knowledge Bowl.
Good evening, I'm Johnny Dark, along with Coach Charlie Bailey. And, Coach, you know, one of the things I enjoy about football games is the excitement that the band creates when the players score the touchdowns, and they really get involved in the game. They get the fans involved in the game, too.
Yeah, they really do. You know, college football is band. It really is. And, you know, that's the excitement of it. You know, hearing the fight songs and, you know, going out there at halftime and performing. And these young men and women put in so much time. And Sidney McKay, our band director, does a great job. You don't realize the hours and time these guys spend practicing out there. And I'd just like to recognize all of them and our football players and the entire football staff. You know, we appreciate, you know, everything that the band does. They help us a great deal.
They really do put in a lot of effort. I did a little story recently about bands and how people miss some of the action sometimes. They take off to get hot dogs or Coke or whatever, and they miss what goes on the field, like these beautiful formations here.
Oh, look, like I say, they have to spend a lot of hours, you know, performing, practicing to get in those formations. And I don't see how they do it myself. You know, got to have to concentrate, you know, on playing music and then marching too. And they do a great job.
And on a hot day with those uniforms, you know they got to be losing just a little bit of weight. But we all appreciate what the band does. And we're back to talk about the Ragin' Cajuns in just a moment.